Welcome back. Well, it is going to be a little bit of a stormy night ahead for Acadiana. Showers and storms on the way. Low end severe weather risk. Heavy rain risk should manifest mainly east of our area. So let's get into it, talk about it as the water vapor imagery here kind of setting things up with an upper level low that is moving northeastward through the high plains this afternoon, well to our north, and a trailing frontal boundary that's coming out of it. You see the dry air behind it. That's our tomorrow. Sunshine returning. High pressure off to the east is putting a little squeeze play on the tropical moisture left over from what once was Tropical Storm Sarah, and you can see kind of where that moisture is pointing, mainly toward eastern Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. So we're not overly concerned with the threat of heavy rainfall, but there could be some strong to severe storms across the area. At the surface, low pressure up here, eastern Nebraska. You see the trailing frontal boundary, and there is a tornado watch in effect till 8 p.m. tonight for western Louisiana into eastern Texas. It does include Rapides Parish, and then back through Vernon, and then on northward Sabine, and then southward through Beauregard Parish. So we'll watch the storms here during the course of the evening hours, and we have a tornado warning going for a cell that is just south of the Jasper area. So let's go ahead and take a look and see if our storm tracker is not working right now. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I need to quality control that before I actually used it, and occasionally it'll work. I don't know why it's not working. I just tested it a little while ago. There are some scattered light showers across the area, misty drizzles, as essentially we've had a warm front move through the area. Our dew points went from the upper 60s this morning to 73 degrees this afternoon. So that's kind of setting the table for a juicy atmosphere, and you can see those spotty showers across portions of Acadia Parish and then on up through Evangeline Parish as well. So here's the big picture for looking at the severe weather risk. Acadiana hatched in for a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5 through the overnight hours through daybreak tomorrow. Primary threat will be damaging winds, maybe an isolated tornado, but as the storms move eastward, they're going to be losing some of their severe weather dynamics, and we lose the daytime heating factor, but nonetheless we'll have to keep an eye on things, and our primary threat will be the threat of damaging winds, a 15% chance within a 25-mile radius of any point in this area that's hatched in yellow. So we could have a few storms that produce 60 or 70, maybe 80-mile-per-hour winds, but not everybody's going to see that. It's just going to be mostly rain and storms. Threat for flooding, rainfall, a marginal risk for Acadiana. You can see how that picks up off to the east. We'll show you that on the model data in just a bit. In fact, speaking of the model, here's the extended HER model showing the showers and storms moving into Acadiana as we head through the evening hours with, again, some locally heavy storms. Got to be on the lookout for maybe a discrete cell, what we call these loner cells that develop out ahead of the main line. Those tend to spin up a little bit, so we'll watch that throughout the nighttime hours. And it looks like, yeah, late night for Rob, because we'll have to keep an eye on these storms at least through 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Then things quiet down. Front pushes on through. We're back to sunny and warm tomorrow. Temperatures could get into the lower 80s, believe it or not. And then a secondary front gets here about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. That'll be pushing on through. Then breezy, cooler air finally getting here for Wednesday and for the rest of the week. So here's the rainfall totals per the HER model. Most of us see about 1 inch, maybe 2 inches of rain. Some see less. Where you see these areas of red, that's pushing 3 inches of rain. So we'll have to look out for that. And we take a look at the graph model. Different model, but same idea. Graph model going with heavier rains off to the north. And usually the graph model picks up on the severe weather spots. And you can see locally not much here. And if I could use my hand dragging, you'd notice that there's a lot of yellow east of us as you get into Mississippi and Alabama. So overnight tonight through daybreak tomorrow, you see the front showing up right here. Rain and storms pushing on through with that front. Temperatures upper 60s to lower 70s by daybreak. Then tomorrow, sunshine is back. We push into the upper 70s to lower 80s. Then tomorrow night, we begin to cool off. We'll see readings getting down well into the 50s. And then for your Wednesday afternoon, temperatures struggle to get out of the 60s. So finally, some fall weather on the way. But in the near term, it's going to be a stormy night tonight. Showers and thunderstorms. Most spots catch 1 inch or 2, isolated up to 3. And again, some of those storms possibly severe. We'll probably have a few warnings tonight. Maybe not enough activity for a tornado watch, but we could still have severe thunderstorm and or tornado warnings. So we'll watch that. 81 the high tomorrow, so back to mild temperatures with sunny skies returning after maybe some morning clouds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday looks spectacular. So does Saturday. Finally, some fall temperatures warming back up. We're not done with 80 degrees quite yet, and the next front arrives. arrives maybe next Thursday, which looks to be Thanksgiving. That's it for weather for now. We'll have more coming up in just a bit.